Hi guys, this is Katja with Creators Image Studio. Today I'm showing you a Christmas album, and this is a paperback album. The paper that I used is by Prima Marketing and it's called North Country. And I also used some separate sheets from different collections, and I will mention them when we get to them. Let's start with the cover, front cover. This is one of those other collections sheets. Sort of a specialty paper. This sheet is from the Christmas collection by Cars, and I don't know it has any other name than simply the Christmas collection. This here is part of a cut apart sheet, and that is from the Just Believe collection by Kaisercraft. Let me show you if I've got some left. And I just cut that, added some stickles here, and then here you see I've done a lot of die cutting this time, and these are sort of poinsettias that I did, and these are some tiles from the North Country collection by Prima, so actually part of the collection. Now as for the spine, it's silver, as you can see. I used some bookbinder's muslin for a spine, and I used this to be able to really open the album because it's a very bulky album, and had I used simply some paper or even some chipboard, that would, I think, crack if you try to open the album. Now this bookbinder's muslin comes in one color, and so I bought some fabric paint and painted it silver because the muslin is sort of a fabric, right? And it turned out pretty great. So there's an idea, use some fabric paint. Now for the back, again, this is not Prima's North Country collection, but this is by Basic Grey from the Eskimo Kisses collection, a very old collection from 2009. I bought a single sheet because I thought it matched the North Country collection, and I needed some 12 by 12 papers to create these covers. For the North Country pad that I had is 8 by 8 inch. And I did a walkthrough. It's actually part of a walkthrough of 5 different Christmas collections, and I'll put a link in the description box. Alright, let's open the album. And I used Kathy Orch's paperback album tutorial, so every page has sort of the same basic makeup. I did use my own embellishments and my own things to put into the pocket, so I did not follow Kathy Orch's tutorial there. Let's start off with the inside of the front cover. This is my own construction. This is one of the tiles of the collection. Look how perfectly it matches. And here I created sort of a button to swivel this open. Isn't that neat? I'm really proud of that. And you can flap this open, and there's room for like a photo, right? Extra room for photos or journaling. Now, as I said, every page is the same basic construct. So here's a pocket and here is a pocket, and I put a tag into it. This is from the collection actually. This is a cut apart sheet that I bought from the 12 by 12 collection. The rest, like I said, is from the 8 by 8 inch. And every page has its own pocket with a large photo mat. And I used the labels from the 8 by 8 cut aparts for tabs. So this is actually simply a label that I folded. Now here I used my scalloped circle punch, and I used the rest of the paper to make the pattern continue. Now the paper bags, of course, are sort of craft colored, and I didn't want to use craft colored paper all through the album, so I used some, well, I guess olive green paper here. Let's flap it open. Use my punch here, and what I did is I inked around all of the edges from the paper bags themselves first with a green chalk ink to give it a somewhat a green color and not the craft color. this is simply a tag that I found somewhere in a store. You can flip this up and put a photo behind it, and then you have small journaling spots. And these are from the cut apart sheet from the 8x8 inch pad. And again, the cut aparts, this time as a photo mat. And here is the Eskimo kisses again. Put one of the cut aparts here, and then I stickle it with some red stickles. Here is a tag that I attached with a brad, and then I die cut a snowflake from some glossy paper here. Created some tags here, added a sort of a snow colored flower with an eyelet, and one of the tags again that I found in one of our stores. This is the Cars paper again from the front cover. And a little deer here. And I stickled it with some blue stickles here on the scallops, and then with some white stickles underneath that. Cool, huh? Here is a tag that I found in the shops. And then here is a magnet closure. And it's a tag booklet for some photos. There's a little bonus project with a belly band. And then there's a trifold here. This time I used one of the round cut aparts for a tab. Now here I did some die cutting again, some snowflakes with some glitter paper, and then I added some blings here. 2 cut aparts here from the collection. And here is one of my swivel closures with little snowflake brad here. And then there's a photo mat. And here's a little journaling spot, and you can tuck your photo behind it. Here is a belly band that I created. And then here is a sort of a tag pocket that I did with a tag inside it. Little scrap mat and a brad. And then here are some flowers. These are Prima flowers, but from different collections. This is from the Seashore collection, and this is from the Cartographer collection. Here's a brad. This brad actually is from Basic Gray. And then here is a flower with a brad as well. So there is sort of an ongoing flower ornament here. And this is simply a photo mat that I tucked behind it. You can glue some photos. And here the matching photo mat with the label tab here and a scrap mat. Now this is sort of a Christmas wrapped page. I think it's a neat effect to use real ribbons in Christmas red for that. So just untie the bow, and then, well, there's simply the flap, but you know, I just wanted the effect. And then here's 2 labels from the cut apart sheet, and here's an eyelet that holds the ribbon. And here is a label, again a tag that I attached to the page with a brad that has a Christmas tree. And then here is a label from the cut apart sheet. You can use it as a tag. And then here is a photo mat. And then there's the last page. These are 2 die cut snowflakes, and then I attached a brad in the middle. Again, a tag from the cut apart sheet. And then here is a ribbon and a border that you can tuck some photos or this photo mat behind. And this is the inside of the back cover I die cut a large snowflake here. I added a tag from yet another cut apart sheet, and this is again by Kaisercraft, but this time it's from the Christmas Carol collection, which I thought matched the colors of this page here. I added some stickles, and here I did some fussy cutting from another part of that sheet, and I attached that here, glued it to this corner. And here are yet 2 tiles more from the collection, the North Country collection that is. Added a ribbon here. And here, of course, is my little handmade charm that I add to all of my mini albums. And here's my name. Alright, so this was my paperback Christmas album. I hope you enjoyed it. I wish you a very Merry Christmas and the happiest of New Years. And I hope to see you again next year, of course. And please stay tuned for many more projects. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Bye bye.